creation of a fragrance I find really intriguing, and to hear the story behind the fragrance makes the fragrance all the more special. I think to hear the inspiration as to why it was created or how it was created or the thinking behind it, I just find really captivating. So that's why through these videos I like to not only tell you about the fragrance but also the history behind it. So today I'm going to be telling you about Baccarat Rouge 540 and the creators and history behind such an amazing fragrance. Hey everybody, today I wanted to review one of the most luxurious perfumes I have experienced in a while. It's actually not one I can even afford. It's called Baccarat Rouge 540, and actually I was talking to one of my best friends the other day and we were comparing our list of all-time best fragrances, and we both had this on our list, so I thought this would be a good one to review. Baccarat Rouge 540 is truly a unique fragrance. It's actually a unisex fragrance, so it can be worn by both men and women. Completely all synthetic, but the way that the molecules are laced together is what makes it so luxurious of a product. Being completely all synthetic isn't necessarily a bad thing. Creating a perfume is truly an art, and if the master perfumer who creates the perfume knows what they're doing in syncing and linking these molecules, it's truly what creates the quality of the perfume. This perfume is so amazing because it's all season, it's all event. You can wear it to a formal event as much as you can wear it every day to work. It's not terribly strong, it's not terribly heavy, but yet it definitely has its own aura and leaves a sexy trail behind it. The perfume has a presence without being overly obnoxious of a scent. The catch-22 with Baccarat Rouge 540 is that although it's a truly unique fragrance, it's also extremely popular and recognizable. The main notes in Baccarat Rouge 540 are jasmine, saffron, cedarwood, and ambergris. Baccarat Rouge 540 is actually created by the perfume house of Maison, France's Kurkdjian. I'm not quite sure that I said that correctly, so if I didn't, please don't butcher me for it. The creation of Baccarat Rouge 540, though, and that the creation of this perfume house is really an interesting tale. Marc Chaya and Francis Kurkdjian actually met after a Jean-Paul Gaultier fashion show in 2003, and both were wanting something more from their professional careers. Marc Chaya at the time worked for Ernst & Young, and Kurkdjian worked as a perfumer, but for a company where even though he created the fragrance, he was creating them for these other design houses. So he actually was the one who created Le Male by Jean-Paul Gaultier, which is one of the world's most popular fragrances. He also created fragrances for fashion houses including Dior, Armani, Yves Saint Laurent, etc. Through conversing, Chaya and Kurkdjian realized that they both had the same vision of what they wanted from a lifestyle and the same idea of what true luxury meant. So in 2009, Chaya left Ernst & Young, and the two founded the perfume house. When Kurkdjian creates a fragrance, he starts with the name, and from the name he compiles the scent around it so that the scent completely tells the story of the name itself. He says his fragrances tell stories, or they're like the title of a painting. When Baccarat Rouge 540 was created, it was to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the Baccarat crystal. Daniele Riccardi, who was the CEO of Baccarat at the time, gave him a bottle from the Baccarat archives and asked him to create a fragrance that told a story behind the crystal. So Rouge 540 is inspired from the iconic red crystal that is the signature on all Baccarat chandeliers. The perfume became so popular that Maison France's Kurkdjian incorporated into their staple line of fragrances. Kurkdjian says the agreement between 4 raw materials that make the fragrance so completely unique from all other fragrances. The fragrance is truly luminous and sophisticated. It gently lays on the skin like a dance between amber, floral, and woodsy notes. Wearing this perfume, you will definitely leave a sexy trail behind you. The perfume gives you a presence in any room. Just be ready to be complimented wherever you go. So this is a more luxurious fragrance. It is definitely a higher price point, as it comes in an eau de parfum as well as an extrait de parfum. I would recommend getting just the eau de parfum. It's strong enough on its own. You don't need the souped up version, which it's completely compiled of oils, so you don't need to you don't need the stronger version. The life of the fragrance will remain the same. The fragrance will certainly make any perfume collection complete, and I'm sure it will become a favorite.